The ruler is on the left and upper sides of the canvas, and the numerical values represent pixels. When you select an element, the rulers will highlight, and the width and height of the element can be estimated based on its length. For example, the element I selected can be estimated by rulers to have a width of over 300 pixels and a height of over 800 pixels. Right-click on the ruler and select whether to show the rulers in the menu. Right-click on the blank area of the canvas and select whether to show rules in the lower menu of Rules, Grid, and Guides. Right-click on the ruler. If you choose to show the grid, many grids will appear, which are mainly used for element alignment. When you check Snap TP Grid and drag the widget, you can see that the widget will align with the edges of its grid. When I drag the button, it will snap to the edge of the grid. And you can also set the spacing and style of the grid. Right-click on the ruler, select Grid Settings, and you can see the spacing settings in the window. I set it to 20. In Style Settings, you can choose intersections. After selecting, you can see the grid turning into dots. And you can also change the color of the grid. You can also choose to hide the grid to avoid distractions. Press the Command or Control key and drag the global guide from the ruler. Global guides are guides that every page will have. They are red. If you do not press the Command or Control keys, the page guide will be dragged out. The page guides are green. You can also choose to show the page guides, which are used for page printing. The content inside them will be printed. To snap an element to the guide, you can check Snap to Guides, so that when dragging an element, it will automatically snap to the guides. The guides can also be locked. The locked guides cannot be moved or deleted. Right-click on the guide and select Lock. If you want to delete all guides, select Delete All Guides. You can see that the locked guide has not been deleted. If you want to create multiple guides, select Create Guides, and then you can select the preset guides. Select a preset from the preset options and click OK, and you can see multiple guides. Let's delete all guides. If you want to set the properties of the guides, right-click the ruler, select Guide Settings. If you check the Render Guides in back, the guides will appear behind all elements. If you check Always Show Locations in Ruler, the location of the guides will be shown in the ruler. Right-click on the ruler, and when you check the Snap to Widgets, as you drag the element, you can see a guide in red label show its distance from another widget. Select Widget Snap Settings. If you select to snap to the margin, you can set its vertical and horizontal distances. When the distance between the dragged widget and another widget approaches the set value, it will automatically snap. I set its vertical and horizontal margins to 32. When I drag a button, if the distance between the button and another widget is close to 32, it will automatically snap to the location of 32.